Peace, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, watching this video today. Today, we are going to be talking about the super strawberry moon, the third super moon in succession that we have had this year. First, we had the super pink moon in Scorpio. Then we had the super flower moon in Sagittarius. Now we are having the super strawberry moon in Capricorn. Okay, so this is a full moon in Capricorn. June the 24th, somewhere around 2:40, 2:45 in the afternoon is when it is going to be hitting its peak. All right. And, for some of us, most of us on the East Coast, we won't be able to start seeing it until, the sun starts to go down. So we have Cancer season coming up, all right? If the full moon is in Capricorn, then the sun is in Cancer, right? So we have Cancer season coming through, bringing all the feels. Happy birthday to my water babies, all right? I know y'all ready to cut up all the way. I'm ready to see you cut up all the way. If you need some help, tag me in. Hey, I'll turn up for anybody's sign all day. So let's get into it. The 7 things that you need to know about this full moon in Capricorn. So, number 1, all right, we already know that if the moon is full, then that means that the sun is directly opposite the moon. However, the sun is also trine to the Jupiter retrograde that is going on in Pisces, okay? So we have the sun trine the Jupiter retrograde. This is a positive aspect, and even though Jupiter is retrograde, this still brings about a positive energy. With Jupiter, the planet of big business, blessings, expansion, wealth. I said business already. Law, okay, higher education, all right, the freeing of the mind, freedom, just all together and all the way around. And the sun, all right, representing the expression of the self. This trine, especially with it being in Pisces, even though Jupiter is retrograde, this is still a positive aspect, okay? Luck. Okay, luck. And I mean good luck. As in, oh wow, that's dope. That's awesome. I didn't even know that was going to happen. I didn't even think that was going to happen. Oh, what? For me? Like that type of luck. Okay. So that is something that we can be looking forward to. Opportunities can come in the form of personal, spiritual, material, financial. You know what I'm saying? Jupiter is a very expansive planet, and even though it's not so materialistic, however, when you trine it with the sun, okay, we okay, with our expression, bring those things into materialization. All right, so this is a very positive aspect that we're looking at with the sun trine Jupiter retrograde. For number 2, we have the moon sextile Jupiter. Okay, so the sun and the moon are both making aspects to Jupiter. Jupiter is very involved in this full moon energy. Trust and believe me, it is. And even though it's retrograde, as I said before, it still brings about positive aspects, especially in the aspects that it's making to the sun and the moon. Okay. This transit is gonna make you feel happy and want to be around people. Okay, so if you find yourself to be not so sociable, you're going to be feeling more cheerful, more optimistic, more willing to share. Okay, and this is also going to heighten our intuition. All right, we're talking about the moon now. We're talking about the moon, all right, sextile Jupiter in retrograde, okay? So this is going to be heightening our intuition, and that's just going to help us be able to understand other people. You see what I'm saying? Just the even exchange of information. Okay, we're going to be more willing to share, and we're also going to be more willing to listen. All right. That feeling of optimism or cheerfulness or friendliness, okay, that is most definitely going to be what it is that we are going to be able to we're going to be able to blame that on. Okay, so if you're not that sociable, and you find yourself talking to people, it's cool, it's all right, just go with it. It won't last that long, I promise. You won't have to talk to people for that long. Okay, so number 3, we have the moon trine Uranus. Okay, now the moon trine Uranus is a dope aspect no matter where it is on the chart, to be honest. Right now it is, okay, right now it is in Taurus. Okay, and we do have the moon in Capricorn. So we have 2 earth signs, all right, with Uranus trine the moon, all right. Now, we already know Uranus change all day long, twice on Tuesday. With the moon trine Uranus, the changes that come about for you will be, I don't even think that's a word, non-chaotic. I don't think non-chaotic is a word, but these will be easy transitions that you are able to make that will not cause strife, stress, chaos in your life. Okay, now this most definitely depends on what house Taurus is for you, and then also what house Capricorn is for you, as in what area of your life that this will be happening. But there will be changes. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a lot of changes. Okay, from looking at the chart, we're gonna be doing a lot of changing over, a lot of crossing over, and not all of them are gonna be easy peasy, just swimming on through. You know what I mean? But with the moon trine Uranus, where this does sit in your chart, okay, trust your intuition, all right? Do not be afraid to act impulsively. Now, let me let me define that a little bit for you. Not act impulsively as in slap somebody in the face. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, if you see something or you hear something or someone says something that sounds, like sounds good to you, I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to jump on that. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to jump on that. Don't be afraid to do new things. Don't be afraid to do something different than what it is that you have been doing, especially if it feels good to you. By all means, please do it. All right, so let's get into some some serious energy here. All right, so for number 4, we have Venus opposite Pluto. Okay, so we have Venus opposing Pluto the same way that the sun is opposing the moon, with Venus in Cancer and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Okay, so the sun is in Cancer, Venus is in Cancer, the moon is in Capricorn, Pluto retrograde is in Capricorn, and they are basically crisscrossing each other. All right, now with Venus being opposed Pluto retrograde, Pluto is our planet of personal power, while Venus is our planet of love, beauty, money, luxury. All right? When you put those two together, they create a magnetic, like, type of situation. Now, use your magnetism in a productive and positive way. okay? Holding or hoarding your power over people who, I'm not going to say are weaker than you, but I'm going to say do not know how to use their own personal power, or don't know how to access their own personal power, or, they just haven't gotten there yet. That does not help you. That does not help you in your soul's evolution at all. Okay? So be careful with your magnetism. Love at first sight. Love at first sight is, it's a thing, number one. Number two, when Pluto is opposite Venus, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So watch yourself. Okay. Watch yourself. Watch your magnetism. Watch what you're throwing. Watch what you're throwing out there. Because trust and believe, it most definitely is coming back like a boomerang. And you're gonna mess around and have some folks stuck to you that you don't want to have stuck to you. And then you're gonna have a whole different situation. Okay. So watch out. Watch out for your personal power. Okay. Watch out for your magnetism. All right. And watch those situations that you are just too easily thrown into, or that other people too easily jump into with you. Okay? Be careful of that. Like, even if you're single, even if you are single, okay? These energies still do the same thing. Even if you're single, all right? Like I said, love at first sight is a thing. Infatuation at first sight is a thing. And whatever that other weird thing is that people get at first sight is a thing. So just be careful with your power, all right? Be careful with your hair tosses, checking your nails, all that other good stuff. All right? All right. Okay, so number 5 is a Venus is also trine to Neptune, okay? And we have Neptune in Pisces, all right? Trine that beautiful Venus up in Cancer. Now, Venus trine Neptune is the artist's dream, okay? Venus trine Neptune is all about your intuitive ability to create and come forward with beauty. Creativity, that's it, and that is all. Creativity, okay? And creativity from the depths of what, I mean, we talking about Neptune, okay? We talking about Neptune, so, all right? But, if the flash, if the flare, if the flame of creativity, catches on to you a couple of days before the full moon, during the full moon, all the way after, use all of it, okay? Use all of it, all right? Because it don't get no better than Venus and Neptune. Trust me. Okay, so number 6 is Mars square Uranus. Now, Mars is the planet of war. Uranus is the planet of rebellion and change, transformation. And here we go. All right. Mars square Uranus gives us that deep down core urge to break free from all restrictions. If you're not careful, Mars could tempt you to act in a way or lash out and cause problems for yourself and your life. Okay? Be careful. Pay attention to what it is that you're feeling like. Pay attention to the motherfuckers that's getting on your nerves. Okay? Pay attention to folk that's coming at you some kind of way. All right? Pay attention. All right? But make sure that we are not just lashing out just because you feel like it. Now, on the other end, this is not the type of energy that you want to try to repress or push down or keep in. That is not that's not good. That's not good at all. You have to express your crazy. You have to. We're talking about Mars square Uranus. Okay. And Mars is in Leo. Uranus is in Taurus. All right. So we got the lion and the bull. We got the warrior, and we got the planet of war, and we got the planet of just rebellion, straight up change, transformation. Okay, so this is not something that you want to try to keep down. You need to express your crazy. Okay, constructive ways to express yourself. Okay, constructive ways to express yourself, express your crazy. You know what I mean. If you, I don't know why dance just came to my mind. But if you know, like dance, art, music, rap, poetry, things of that nature. You want to express this energy. This is not the kind of energy that you just, oh, I'm just gonna push it down and no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna end up hurting somebody. and probably most likely yourself. Okay? So make sure that you are on the expressive end, not the violent end, but the expressive end of this square, because it actually can give you a boost or a push toward what it is that you would like to change in your life. Okay, so this is 6B. The reason that this is 6B is because we have Saturn, square Uranus, we have Uranus square Mars, and then we have Mars opposite Saturn. Okay, so they're pretty much making a triangle in the chart. Okay, and they are all connected to each other. So this is number 6B. Okay, so we have Saturn square Uranus. Okay, now with Saturn square Uranus, I'm quite sure you can probably already tell this is just adding more tension, more strain, more stress to our Mars square Uranus, right? Okay, so we're talking about Saturn now, all right? So we have the planet of rebellion, and then we have the planet of discipline, structure, responsibility, okay? Trying to, as I said before, with the as I said before, as I said before, with Mars square Uranus, trying to push down this energy is not going to do you any good at all. Okay, and trying to resist change, because Saturn and Uranus brings about that change. Okay, so remember when we were talking about earlier, I forget what number it was, the moon trine Uranus, and we were talking about how these are easy, simple changes that just flow, and it's like, oh yeah, I like that. Okay, well now we're talking about Saturn and Uranus. Okay, so do not I want to say counteract. Counteract is the word that keeps coming up. But do not fight against the changes that are coming through, okay? Because of this new moon energy and the aspects of these planets. Do not fight it. Remember what you're doing it for, okay? Remember what you're in the fight for. Remember what you're in the fight for, okay? Breathe, be calm, do not overreact, okay? Don't overreact. Don't, flip the fuck out and just, I'm saying, spaz. Do not do any of that, because all that's going to do is cause more of a situation than what it is that is actually going on, which is just simply the universe moving some shit out and pulling some shit in. Okay, take notice of like the simple practical things that you see, the areas of your life that you see that you know are not working out for you, and just handle those. Okay, just handle that in the best possible way that you can. All right, and the energy will come along with you. All right, trust me. Trust me. If you start to have stress or strain in your relationships or in work or things like that, look at your responsibilities. Look at what it is that you're responsible for. What your, what your duties yourself are. Okay, in relationship, in work, whatever, it doesn't matter. And look to see if maybe you might be overgiving here, okay? Maybe the reason that there is stress, strain, and strife here is because you are just in a state of constant giving. Maybe the responsibilities on your end are stacked this high, and, nobody else even has any, okay? Or, maybe it's just off kilter at work, okay? Maybe like you all of a sudden you just became the person that everybody dumps their work on, and it's like, excuse me? Okay, so like I said before, just, pay attention to the areas in your life that aren't working, where it is that you feel the stress coming up, where it is that you starting to get that, that tension right there. You know what I mean? Take a look at those, okay? And fix those on the most practical level that you possibly can, all right? Trust me. Trust me. Saturn square Uranus will most definitely have your back in all of that transition. All right, and 6C, okay? We have Mars opposite Saturn, all right? This is just a frustrating aspect, just all the way around, okay? Mars opposite Saturn is a frustrating aspect. Like I said before, Mars is, the god, the ruler of war, all right? And Saturn, discipline, structure, responsibility, all right? Mars has a lot to do with our desire. And not just our desire, but our ability to go and get it. And the reason that this opposition causes frustration is because what tends to happen is that we start remembering or revisioning things that we want that we don't have, or that we're not able to reach out and touch right now, or that we may have even forgotten about, just through life and time, okay? And so, the Mars opposite Saturn transit, sometimes it brings disappointment, okay? Sometimes it brings disappointment. You can mess around and be your own worst enemy, okay, with this transit, All right, because there's nobody but you. It ain't nobody but you. A very wise friend of mine tells me that a superior man blames himself. But, I take it one step higher and say a superior being knows that there's no one to blame. Holler at me. Okay? Let's make sure that, for all of my accountable, responsible, okay, people out there, let's make sure that we are holding ourselves accountable without condemnation. You'll always know I'm always talking about that line between self-accountability and self-condemnation. Okay? There is no reason for self-condemnation at all. There's no excuse. There's no reason. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay? So, hold yourself accountable all you want to. If you want, you know what I'm saying, like, make a list of things that it is that you want to achieve, that you want to move forward, that you want to push forward toward. But don't let yourself get down on yourself with this Mars opposite Saturn transit, okay? Just breathe through it. Breathe through it, okay? Accountability is one thing, but we're not doing the condemnation thing, people. We're not doing it. And last but never ever least, we have Mercury square Neptune. All right. So we have Mercury in Gemini square Neptune in Pisces. Okay. Now, this just completely distorts communications on all of the levels. And I'm going like this because that's the type of distortion that it is. Okay? Most definitely. Mercury trine Neptune. Any type of communication that you're trying to do as far as legal aspects, business, things that require or involve large amounts of money, things that require or involve certain statutes of the law to be followed. Make sure that you are seeking legal counsel, or make sure that you are speaking with a lawyer or speaking with someone who is an expert in this area or field. Okay, you think Mercury retrograde was some shit? Okay. With the Neptune Mercury trine, there also tends to be a spike in like outlandish like religious views, like cult, not a cult, but like cult cult messages, extreme religious, like just way extreme religious views and things of that nature. So make sure you're protecting yourself, make sure you're protecting your energy, make sure that you're not falling prey to pushy salespeople, things of that nature. Okay, make sure that no one is able to smooth talk their way into your pocketbook or your pants, or into situations that, you know what I'm saying, they don't need to be in. It is what it is. Okay. If you have drug and alcohol issues, not if you drink alcohol, not if you do drugs, no. If you have drug or alcohol problems, you know whether you have problems or not. You want to abstain from going overboard, all right, during this full moon energy, okay? The Mercury square Neptune transit is a good one for It's a good one for that. Okay, so if you overdo it, all right, sit it down, pick you up some ginger ale. Okay, and for all the other ones too. All right, no overdoing it. No overdoing it. Especially with, you know, everything that we have going on with Mars and Saturn and Uranus and like, no, there's the I don't know why I can't think of words. There's the place and the space to get extremely agitated there and go overboard. Okay, so I told you. All right, watch yourself. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, watching this video today, beloved. I appreciate you so much. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe. All right. If you would like to, see the strawberry full moon pick a stack video, that video is up and ready to go. Yes, it is. I will leave the link to that video down in the description box. I love y'all so much. Come holler at me on the socials. Okay. I go live every Wednesday night. I will be live this Wednesday night. All right. And we pull cards. We have fun. It's always a good time. Always, always. All right, beloved. I love you. Okay. I will see you next time. Peace.